we're going to discuss on the second unit, that is planning and organizing. In corporate management and communication, planning is very crucial. Without planning, it is very difficult to execute it. And without planning, it is very difficult for an organization to reach the organization goals. After studying this unit, the student should be able to define what you mean by planning, why it is termed primary function of management. To be frank, in management functions, primary function of management is known as planning. Why? Because without planning, other functions will be what we call, may not be in a position to fulfill those functions. Explain the different classifications and types of plans. Explain the importance and steps involved in planning. Explain why people fail in planning and the limits to planning. Discuss the tools used in planning. Let us see all these things one by one. Introduction. Before going to start with the planning, the student should be able to learn what do you mean by plan. A plan is a specific documented intention consisting of an objective. To reach the objective, to reach the end result, the company should be able to plan. It is a plan. What is this planning? Next comes planning. Planning is an intellectual process. It requires determination of course of action and the basis of decisions on purpose, knowledge, and considerable estimates. It is an intellectual process. Why it is called as intellectual process? Why? Because the people who are involved in planning, they will use their what we call knowledge, expertise, experience, and they use their intellectual potentials in reaching to the objectives of the company. It is a task of setting objectives. First, in the planning, the organization will set the objectives. Then organization will be able to know how to achieve them. Then implementing the plan, executing the plan, evaluating the results. Planning allows for coping with uncertainty. To be frank, when the organization plans, there will be uncertainty whether the company will be able to reach those plans or reach the objectives with the plans or not. There are three types of uncertainty: state uncertainty, effect uncertainty, response uncertainty. Occurs when the environment and a portion of the environment is considerable unstable. When the people will plan, there will be unstable environment. Effect uncertainty occurs when impacts of environmental change are unpredictable. We cannot predict how actually the plan which has been made, whether the organization will be able to reach those plans or not. Response uncertainty arises when the consequences of decisions are unpredictable. See, when a decision has been made in planning, there will be a decision making. When the decision has been made, whether the consequences of making a decisions will be a positive, will be negative, that is unpredictable. For example, as a financial manager, he or she will be involved in planning, in taking one decision. For example, in investing into one R&D project. If the decision has been taken to invest in the R&D project, the outcome may be profit or it may be loss. A planning, we will continue with the planning. It is deciding in advance what to do, how to do, when to do, who is to do. See, planning process involves what to do, what plan has to be made, how to do it, how the work has to be done, when to do it, when, at what time this plan has to be executed, which department has to do this. In the sense of planning is essentially decision making. It is responsibility of management to take very good decisions at right time, because it affects all downstream management functions. Here, we will be learning this planning management functions with this chart: the plan, planning, organizing, staffing, communicating, motivating, and controlling. See, first, the organization will list out the plans. Then the organization will be involved in planning. Then the organization will go for organizing, staffing, communicating, motivating, and controlling. First, the start, when the organization will start with the functions, they list out the what are the plans that has to be made. Then the ongoing, the plans will be a planning process. Organizing in the sense that all the require so resources has to be executed, has to be the authority and responsibility has to be defined very well. That is called organizing. Staffing, appointing the manpower required for the plan. Then communicating, so what we call ordering, issuing the orders, issuing the notices. Then motivating and leading the organization heads at the middle level, at the top level. They should motivate the employees to reach to the organization objectives. Then controlling, if there is any deficiency in the performance, if the actual performance is what we call not expected as per the expected performance, then there will be a deficiency, there will be a defect, and how to correct those deficiencies. That is called controlling. Classification of plans. We have standing plans, those that are reportedly used as policies, procedures, and rules. Then we have single-use plans. Single-use plan means once the organization will decide a plan, will implement the plan, then the organization will see that how to reach those objectives. Types of plan. We have strategic plans, tactical division plans, strategic plans at the top level. See, if the company has lost this market, if the company has failed to reach to the of what we call customers, the company failed to satisfy the customers, retain the customers, then the company has to make strategic plans. Strategic plan has to be made at top level. Tactical and divisional plans for each major unit of the business. Tactical and divisional plans. Say, I can say the strategic plan will be made by the top level, then tactical and divisional plans will be made at middle level. Operational plan, first line managers will take this plan as they will make daily plans, weekly plan, monthly activities, business plan to see that the business will be successful. Business plans will be made. Then types of plans. At top level, we'll have strategic planning. At middle level, we will have intermediate planning. At lower level, we'll have operational planning. I'll repeat. At top level, we'll have strategic plan. At middle level, we'll have intermediate plan. At lower level, we have operational plan. See, before going to so what we go to the next topic, let us summarize what are the things that we learned today. We learned about what do you mean by planning. In the planning, we learned what do you plan, what do you mean by planning. Then we learned definition and meaning of planning. Then we learned the importance of planning. Then we learned the planning function. It starts with planning, organizing, staffing, communicating, motivating, controlling. Then we discussed classifications of plans, like, for example, standing plans. What do you mean by standing plans? Single-use plans. We discussed about types of plan. What do you mean by strategic plans? What do you mean by tactical or divisional plans? Then operational plan, business plan. Then at 3 levels of management, what are the different planning process will be there. At top level, we have strategic planning. At middle level, we have intermediate planning. At lower level, we have operational planning. These are the topics that we discussed today. Okay, types of plan. We have purpose or mission, objectives, strategies, policies, procedures, rules, programs, and budgets. Okay, these are the things that we have discussed for this session. Thank you.